Everybody, NZ Blazing here, back with another squad builder video, as I've got Steph Curry's rookie season here. So we've got David Lee at centre, Steph Curry at the point at age 22, 83 overall. We have Monty Ellis at shooting guard, Dorial Wright, Jeremy Lin, Rodney Carney, John Brown, Michael Davis, Richard Johnson, John Brown, Michael Davis. We just won't worry about that. So anyway, from here, it's pretty much here, just these ones here. And we'll see how well this team can do. So I've got the 09, 010 team. So we'll see how the starting five can do. We've got it on 12-minute quarters. Trades turned off, also injuries turned off, and it's on Hall of Fame. So we'll see how Golden State can do with Curry in his first year. So we'll simulate through. Took an L to the Lakers, an L to Denver, then got a dub over the Kings, an L to Phoenix, a dub over Miami, L to the Hornets, and an L to Detroit. So we'll check the 1 point loss to the Lakers. 23 points for Curry, 22 points for Lee with 16 rebounds, so a double-double. Wright with 20, Ellis with 19, Carney with 6, Lin with 5, Kobe with 30 and 10, so a double-double. 14 points and 17 rebounds for Gasol. And then the loss to Denver, Ellis put up 21, Lee put up 20 and 15, so a double-double. Curry with 16, 2 and 5. And then Melo dropped 26, 9 and 4. Billups with 18. Then the win over the Kings, 47 and 17 for Lee. David Lee with 47 and 17. 21 points and 10 assists for Curry, so a double-double. Double-double for Lee, a double-double for Curry. Wright with 17 and 11, so a double-double. Monty Ellis with 13 and 11, so a double-double. DeMarcus Cousins with 30 points and 14 rebounds, so a double-double for DeMarcus Cousins. And the loss to the Suns, 23 for Richardson, 18 for Steve Nash, 38 for Ellis, 29 and 15 for Lee, 17, 3 and 7 for Curry. Then the win against Miami, Steph Curry top scored with 28 points, 2 rebounds and 7 assists. Lee with 26 points and 21 rebounds, so another double-double. 25 points, 7 rebounds and 7 assists for Ellis. 16 points for Jeremy Lin. Then the loss to the Hornets, Tyson Chandler with 28, Jackson with 24, Wallace with 18 and 10, Monty Ellis with 28, Curry with 27, Lee with 20 and 11, and Wright with 12. And the loss to the Pistons, 27 and 11 for Prince, Gordon with 20, Monroe with 17, McGrady with 16, Steph Curry with 34, Lee with 24 and 14, so double-double. Wright with 17 and 9, Lin with 16, 3 and 3. So we'll move on. We've got a 2 and 5 record, so we'll move on into November, simulate through, take a dub against Miami, lost to Magic, lost to New Orleans, won against the Kings, lost to the Cavs, and then won against the Kings, so a 5 and 8. So we'll check the Miami win. D. Wade with 27 points, Chambers with 21, Beasley with 15, Ellis with 28, Lee with 23 and 19, Wright with 21, Steph Curry with 19, and Lin with 18. In the game against the Magic, Howard put up 30 points and 19 rebounds, or double-double. 20 points, 10 assists for Nelson, 20 points for Vince Carter. Curry with 24, Wright with 18, Lee with 18 and 13 rebounds, or double-double. Lin with 16. In the loss to New Orleans, CP3 with 39, West with 15 and 10, so a double-double. Monty Ellis with 34, 7 and 3. Lee with 24 and 16 rebounds, so double-double. Steph Curry with 16, 2 and 6. Then the win against the Kings, Curry with 28 points, Lin with 22, Ellis with 16, Lee with 13 points and 15 rebounds, so double-double. Tyreek Evans with 15 points, DeMarcus Cousins with 14, Hanson Whiteside with 12. Then the loss to the Cavs, 29 for Curry, 21, 13 and 2 for Lee, 18 for Ellis, 38, 9 and 13 assists for King James, Jameson with 22, Mo Williams with 19, Shaq with 14 and 8. And then the W over the Kings, 18 for Tyreek Evans, Luther Head with 14, Jeremy Lin with 23, Monty Ellis with 22 and 13 rebounds, Steph Curry with 21 points, Lee with 14 points and 18 rebounds. So we've got a 5 and 8 record going into the end of November. So we'll simulate through, take a loss to the Spurs, a loss to the Suns, then get a W over the Knicks, a W over the Rockets, then a loss to New Orleans, a loss to the Clippers, then a W over the Jazz, and a W over Minnesota. So we'll check the loss against San Antonio. 24 points for Curry, 23 points and 16 rebounds for Lee, 16, 8 and 3 for Monty Ellis, Green with 17, Duncan with 17, Manu Ginobili with 17. And then the game against the Suns, 29 for Steve Nash, Grant Hill with 26, Richardson with 22, Curry with 31, Wright with 29, Ellis with 27, 5 and 11, so a double-double, 26 and 13 for Lee, so a double-double. Then the win over the Knicks, Lee with 39 points and 17 rebounds, so a double-double. 31 points for Curry, 12 and 10 for Wright, so a double-double. 11 points for Lin. Will Chandler with 22 points, Williams with 14. Then the win against the Rockets, Kmart with 40 points, Yao Ming with 20. Lee with 37 points and 22 rebounds. Ellis with 28 points, Curry with 23 points and 10 assists, so a double-double. Then the 5-point loss to New Orleans, Okafor with 18 points and 15 rebounds, so a double-double. Thornton with 17, Ariza with 15, Curry with 44, 2 and 7. Lee with 19 points and 19 rebounds, Wright with 14, Lin with 11. Then the loss to the Clippers, Curry with 23 points, Ellis with 22, Eric Gordon with 25, Griffin with 18, 12 and 4, with Baron Davis with 15. And then the win over the Jazz, Curry dropped 46 points, Lee with 28 points and 17 rebounds, Monty Ellis with 21 points and 12 assists, so a double-double. Paul Millsap with 19 points, Boozer with 16 points and 14 rebounds, and Deron Williams with 14 points and 12 assists. Then the win over Minnesota, Kevin Love with 28 points and 15 rebounds, Rubio with 21 points, Curry dropped 54, Lee with 33 and 18, and Ellis with 32 points and 12 rebounds. And then we move on to the end of November, start of December. So we'll simulate through, take a loss to the Mavs, take a loss to the Bulls, and then a win over the Rockets to start December. So Dirk dropped 33 and 12, Gooden with 20, Marion with 20, JJ Barea with 16, 29 for Lee, Monty Ellis with 27, and 25 for Steph Curry. Then the loss against the Bulls, 37 for Curry, 32 for Ellis, 24 and 12 for Wright, 40 points for the young Derrick Rose, 25 and 15 for Joakim Noah, so a double-double. Then the win over the Rockets, Lee with 41 and 17, so a double-double, 24 points for Curry, 12 points for Lin. And then what happened to the Rockets? Kmart with 22, Brooks with 16, Lowry with 15. So we'll move on. We've got 10 and 14 record going into December. So we'll simulate through the first couple of weeks of December. So we take a loss to the Pacers, 103 to 122. Jeremy Lin top scored with 25, 20 and 20 for Lee, 16 for Wright, 15 for Ellis. Curry struggled with 13. Paul George with 23, Collison with 22, Granger with 21. So we'll simulate to December 18th. So we'll simulate through. Took a win over the Jazz, a loss to the Celtics, a win over the Bucks, a loss to the Pacers, a loss to the Sixers, and then a loss to the Raptors. So we'll look at the win over the Jazz. 25 for Millsap, 22 for Boozer, Monty Ellis with 34, Curry with 28, Lee with 26. And then the loss against the Celtics, 30 for Curry, 28 for Monty Ellis, 17 for Lynn, 12 for Wright, 25 for Paul Pierce, 25 for Garnett. Then the win against the Bucks, 15 for Ilyasova, 14 for Jennings, 12 for Red. Curry with 33 points and 10 assists, so double-double. 31 points for Monty Ellis, 21 and 15 for Lee, so double-double. Then the loss to the Pacers, 24 points for Paul George, 18 for Collison, 33 for Curry, 16 for Ellis. Then the loss to Philly, 28 for Lou Will, 24 and 10 for Elton Brand. Jrue Holiday with 22 and 2 and 5. Curry with 34, 1 and 5. Monty Ellis with 21, 6 and 9. Lee with 18 points and 15 rebounds, or a double-double. Then the loss to the Raptors, 41 for DeRozan. Pagani with 32 and 12 rebounds, or double-double. Chris Bosh with 20 points and 12 rebounds, or double-double. 31 for Jeremy Lin. 36 and 10 for Curry, so double-double. Monty Ellis with 21, Lee with 18 points and 20 rebounds, so double-double. So we'll move on. We've got a 12 and 19 record going to the end of December. So we'll simulate through the end of December. Take a win over the Knicks, 122 to 105. Wilson Chandler with 23, Eddie Curry with 21, 27 and 10 for Steph Curry, so double-double. 27 for Jeremy Lin. 21 and 17 for Lee. So we'll move on to December 30th, simulate through. Lost to the Nets, then lost to Memphis, dub against the Hornets, and lost to the Jazz, and lost to Portland. So a 14 and 23 record finishing out December. So check the game against the Nets. Morrow with 19, 14 for Harris. Ellis with 25 points and 11 assists, so that's double-double. 22 points and 13 rebounds for Lee, 20 points for Curry, 15 for Jeremy Lin. In the loss against Memphis on Christmas Day, 35 and 15 for Lee, so double-double. 30 for Monty Ellis, 18 for Curry, but he fouled out. 27 for Rudy Gay, 21 and 16 for Randolph, so double-double. Marc Gasol with 19 and 13 rebounds, so double-double. Then the win over the Hornets, 37 points, 2 rebounds, and 12 assists from Curry. 27 points for Ellis, 27 points for Wright, 24 points for Lee with 14 rebounds, so double-double. Jackson with 24, Livingston with 18, DL with 15. And then the loss to the Jazz, 21 for Ellis, 21 for Lee with 21 rebounds, so double-double. 19 for Curry, 25 points and 20 rebounds for Boozer, so double-double. Millsap with 20. And then Portland took the loss to Portland as well. Curry put up 29 points. Jeremy Lin put up 20. And then Monty Ellis put up 16. And then Lee also put up 15 points and 13 rebounds. With the Trailblazers, Rudy Fernandez with 22 points and 11 rebounds. Greg Oden with 18 points and 13 rebounds. So we'll move on to January with a 14 and 23 record. So we'll simulate the first couple of weeks of January. So we take a loss against the Hawks, 117 to 91. 27 points and 16 rebounds for Lee. Wright with 17. Curry with only 14. 32 for Joe Johnson. So I'll move on to January 15th. Simulate January 15th. Loss to the Pistons. A loss to the Magic. a dub against the Suns, a dub against the Spurs, and then lose to Chicago. So we'll check the game against the Pistons. 27 points for Curry, 18 for Ellis, 12 points for Lee, 22 for Rip, Prince with 13. Then go to the Magic game, the loss, 28 points for Curry, 20 points for Ellis, Wright with a double-double with 16 points, 11 rebounds. Dwight Howard with a double-double with 27 points and 19 rebounds. Nelson with 24 points. And then the win over the Suns, David Lee with 45 points and 16 rebounds. 18, 2, and 11 for Curry, so a double-double. 18 points for Ellis, Lynn with 15. 28 for Steve Nash, 26 for Stoudemire. Then the win over the San Antonio Spurs, Duncan with 21 and 10, so a double-double. Tony Parker with 20 and 10, so a double-double. Curry with 33 points. Lee with 20 and 24 rebounds, so a double-double. Lynn with 20 points. Then the loss to Chicago. 42 points for Derrick Rose. Luol Deng with 26. 27 points for Curry. 23 and 11 for Wright. Monty Ellis with 17, 3 and 5. So we'll move on to middle of January. So we'll simulate through. Take a loss to Washington, 105 to 96. John Wall with 26. Arenas with 23 and 12 assists, so double-double. JaVale McGee with 20 points and 15 rebounds, so double-double. Curry with 33, 4 and 3. Ellis with 21. Lee with 18. And Johnson with 9. Oh, no. We won't even talk about that. Carney with 8. Lynn struggled. He fouled out for 1. No way. And then we go through January. We'll simulate through the rest of January. Lost to the Celtics. Lost to the Cavs. Got a win over the Nets. A win over Memphis. And a win over Raptors to finish off the end of that. To finish off that little bit. So we'll look at the loss against the Cavs. 34, 13 and 7 from LeBron James. Wright with 24 and 16, Curry with 20, Monty Ellis with 18. Then the win against the Nets, Curry with 32, Lynn with 25, Ellis with 18 and 10. So double-double, 16 for Green, Morrow with 14, Murphy with 13 and 12, so double-double. Memphis Grizzlies got the win against them, 31 for Curry, 30 for Lee with 21 rebounds, 23 points for Lynn, 21 points for Ellis, Rudy Gay with 14, OJ Mayo with 13, Gasol with 12 points and 14 rebounds, so double-double. Then the win over the Raptors, 40 points for Curry, 21 for Monty Ellis with 12 assists, so double-double. Wright with 19, Jeremy Lin with 10, DeRozan with 39, 3 and 4, Pagani with 15, Chris Bosh with another double-double with 13 points, 12 rebounds. So I'll move on into that at the end of January, early February, so I'll simulate through. So I took a loss to OKC to finish off January, 39, 8 and 7 from Westbrook, Harden with 15, KD with 23, Lee with 26 and 15, so double-double, 18 for Monty Ellis and 13 for Curry. So we'll simulate into February. We've got a 19 and 31 record, so the record is not looking that great. So I'll simulate the first 14 days in Feb. So we take a win over Minnesota, lose to Denver, lose to the Mavs, lose to OKC, lose to Portland, and then lose to the Lakers. Then they get the win over Washington, and then lose to the Clippers. So check the W against Minnesota. 27 and 17 for Kevin Love, so double-double. 20 for Rubio. 39 points and 12 assists for Curry. Ellis with 25. Then the loss to OKC over here, 39 points. Yeah, I already seen that one actually. The loss to Denver, 43, 5 and 5 for Carmelo Anthony. 33 points and 10 assists for Curry. 24, 5 and 3 for Monty Ellis. Then the 5-point loss against the Mavs. Curry top scored with 27, Lee with 22 and 21 rebounds, or double-double. 16 points for Lin, 27 points and 11 rebounds for Dirk, with Terry adding 16. And we move on to the loss against OKC. Steph Curry with 31, Monty Ellis with 22, Wright with 18, Harden with 35, KD with 29 and 12, so a double-double, and Russell Westbrook with a double-double with 20 points and 10 assists. Then the loss to Portland, Miller with 17 and 10, so it's a double-double. Brandon Roy with 17, Steph Curry with 31, 1 and 5, Lee with 22 and 19 rebounds, so a double-double. 18 for Lin. So we'll move on, and the loss against the Lakers, Curry put up 29, Wright with 19, Kobe with 35, 2 and 9, Paul Gasol with 21 and 17, Lamar Odom with 17. Then the win over Washington, Steph Curry with 35, Lee with 28 and 17, so a double-double, 18 for Ellis and 18 for Jeremy Lin. 19 for Arenas, JaVale McGee with 18, John Wall with 15. Then the loss to the Clippers, 26 and 11 for Griffin, 20 for Eric Gordon, 23 for Ellis, 21 for Curry, 21 for Lee, and 17 for Lin. So I'll move on after All-Star break. So we'll finish off February, we'll go to simulate to February 28th. So we'll simulate through. We'll re-simulate. All-Stars done. Lost to the Lakers, lost to the Rockets, then get a W over Minnesota, and then a W over Portland to finish out February. So after February, we're 23 and 39. So we'll look at the loss against the Lakers. Kobe put up 35, 7 and 10, so a double-double. Lamar Odom with 22 and 12, so a double-double. Paul Gasol with 19 and 15, so a double-double. Curry put up 32 points. Lee put on 25 and 12, so a double-double. 13 for Lin. Then the loss against the Rockets, 33 and 23 for Lee, so a double-double. 27 for Curry, 19 for Ellis. 20 and 10 assists for Kyle Lowry. 19 points for Martin. Scola was 17. Yao Ming was 16. Then the 140-91 win over Minnesota. Curry with 34 and 10, so a double-double. Lee with 33 and 15 rebounds, so a double-double. 21 for Ellis. Rubio with 24. Kevin Love with 21 and 12, so a double-double. And then the W over Portland. Monty Ellis with 23, Lee with 23 and 10, so a double-double. Curry with 20, Lin with 13, Batum with 21, Odin with 14, LaMarcus Aldridge with 11. So I'll move through into March. So we'll simulate through. We'll simulate through the first week of March. We win against the Clippers, then lose to New Orleans, and then lose to the Lakers. So we get the 4-point win against the Clippers, 40 points for Curry, 26 for Ellis, 16 points for Lee, 31 for Griffin, 24 for Gordon, and 17 for Davis. Then the loss against New Orleans, Wright with 22 and 15, so it's a double-double, 16 for Curry, 16 for Ellis, CP3 with 17, Thornton with 15, Ariza with 14. In the loss to the Lakers, Kobe put up 46 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Paul Gasol with 22 points and 10 rebounds. Curry with 32 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. Wright with 20 points and 9 rebounds. And Ellis with 19 points and 10 assists, so double-double. So we'll simulate on with 24 and 41. I don't even think this team's going to make the postseason. So we'll simulate through the rest of March. Get a W over OKC, a W over Memphis, lose to the Bucks, and then lose to the Suns. So I'll look at the OKC win. 45 points and 11 rebounds for KD. So that's a double-double. Russell Westbrook with 13, 9, and 11. So a double-double. Harden struggled with only 7. Curry put up 30 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists. 23 for Ellis, 19 for Lin, and 18 points and 11 rebounds for Lee. And then the win against Memphis, Randolph with 26 points and 33 rebounds, so double-double. Curry with 36 points and 14 assists, so double-double, but he fouled out. 24 for Ellis, 23 for Lynn. Then the loss against the Bucks, Lynn with 19, Curry with 16, Ellis with 11, 18 for Jennings, 18 for Ilyasova, 16 for Red. In the loss, 8-point loss against the Suns, Curry with 23, Lee with 19 and 15, and Monty Ellis with 22. Steve Nash with 25, Stoudemire with 25. So I'll simulate the rest of March, simulate through, take a loss to the Clippers, a loss to the Hawks, a loss to Memphis, a loss to the Rockets, a loss to the Mavs, and then 2 wins in a row against the 76ers and the Timberwolves. So we're 28 and 48. So we'll look at the loss against the Hawks. 34 for Joe Johnson, 21 for Josh Smith, 26 for Ellis, 21 for Curry, and 20 for Lynn. Then the loss against Memphis, Rudy Gay with 28, Ish Smith with 20, 31 for Ellis, 28 and 10 assists for Curry, so a double-double, 24 and 16 for Lee, so it's a double-double, Lynn with 17. Then the loss to the Rockets, 27 points and 11 rebounds for Yao Ming, 21 points for Kevin Martin, 28 points for Steph Curry, Monty Ellis with 13, Lee with 9 points and 17 rebounds. Then the loss to the Mavs, 35 points and 17 rebounds from Dirk, JJ Barea with 19, Terry with 17, Marion with 15 and 12, Curry with 33 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, Lee with 26 and 15, so double-double, Monty Ellis with 17. Then the win over the 76ers, Curry dropped a 50 bomb, 51 points and 11 assists, so that's a double-double. 12 threes in that game as well. 23 points and 15 rebounds for Lee, so double-double. 15 for Monty Ellis. And then a dub against Minnesota. 36 and 10 for Curry. 26, 6 and 6 for Jeremy Lin. 28 and 17 for Kevin Love. 20 for Ricky Rubio. So we'll move on to April. So 28 and 48. So we'll simulate through. Take a loss to New Orleans. 31 points and 19 rebounds for Lee, 14 for Lynn. Curry struggled with only 11 points. Chris Paul put up 32 points. Ariza with 18. Thornton with 13. So we'll simulate the April 7th. We win against the Spurs, lose to Denver, lose to OKC, and lose to the Kings. So a 29 and 52 record. 27 for Curry, 26 for Lee, 19 for Ellis, 24 for Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker with 20, Tim Duncan with 20 points and 13 rebounds, so a double-double. Then we lost to Denver, Billups with 28, J.R. Smith with 23, Lee with 32 points and 20 rebounds, Curry with 29, Monty Ellis with 28. And then the loss to OKC, 27 points and 14 assists for Curry, 25 points for Ellis, 12 points for Lee. And then the loss to the Kings, 27 points for Tyreek Evans, 20 points and 17 rebounds for DeMarcus Cousins, 13 points for Justin Holiday, 36 points for Steph Curry, 22 for Monty Ellis, and 14 for Lynn. Then the final game of the season is going to end up in a loss. So we're going to end up 29 and 55 or something in Steph Curry's rookie season. MVP is going to be Tim Duncan. Luan Dang got Rookie of the Year. Manu Ginobili was Sixth Man of the Year. Dwight Howard with Defensive Player of the Year. Kyle Lowry was Most Improved. Greg Popovich got Best Coach with 65 and 17. All NBA First Teamers D. Wade, Derrick Rose, Tim Duncan, Kevin Love, and Dwight Howard. All NBA Second Teamers Russell Westbrook, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and David Lee. And then All NBA Third Teamers Chris Paul, DeMar DeRozan, Dirk Nowitzki, Carmelo Anthony, and Marc Gasol. All defensive first team is D. Wade, Paul George, Tim Duncan, Kevin Love, Dwight Howard. All defensive second team is Monty Ellis, Deshaun Stevenson, LeBron, Josh Smith, and Joakim Noah. All rookie first team is Luan Dang, Greg Monroe, Brett Humphreys, Derek Favors, and Willie Green. So we'll advance on. So for the play-in to get to the play-in games, we've got New Orleans play Phoenix, Houston play Memphis, and the play-in game over here is going to be Washington against Philly, Miami against Toronto, and it looks like, yeah, in the West, it looks like Curry's team didn't make it. We'll look at the playoff picture. We needed 40 wins, and we ended up with 29 wins. So Curry didn't even make playoffs, so we'll simulate the play-in. So it's going to be San Antonio Spurs against Phoenix, Denver against OKC, LA against LA Clippers, Dallas against New Orleans, Chicago against Miami, Cleveland, Boston, Orlando Magic, Atlanta, Indiana, Toronto. So we'll just simulate the round, as Curry's team didn't even make it in his rookie season. So it's going to be the Spurs against Denver, Lakers against Dallas, Cleveland against Chicago, and Indiana, Orlando. So we'll simulate round. So it's going to be a Dallas-Denver final in the West, and it's going to be a Cleveland-Indiana final in the East. So we'll simulate that. And Carmelo Anthony gets Western Conference Finals MVP. Eastern Conference Finals MVP goes to Danny Granger. And it's going to be a Pacers-Nuggets NBA Finals. So LeBron got bounced in the finals in the East. So we'll simulate game one of the finals. So the Nuggets take game one. Danny Granger with 34, Paul George with 20, and the Nuggets take it 119 to 100. Carmelo Anthony with 30 points, Billups with 25 points, J.R. Smith with 17. So I'll move on to game two. Oh, Nuggets are up 2-0, 107 to 85 win. Paul George with 22, Danny Granger with 15, Collison with 14, Carmelo Anthony with 22, Al Harrington with 19, Billups with 15, Ty Lawson with 10, J.R. Smith with only 8. So I'll move on to game three. Oh, and it's looking like a sweep out here. They're 3-0 up. The Nuggets are 3-0 up. 118 to 109 win. 33 for Billups, 32 and 11 for Carmelo Anthony, so a double-double. J.R. Smith only managed 7 points, but he fouled out. Collison with 32, 9 and 6. Danny Granger with 19. Paul George with only 15. Go to game 4. Can the Pacers keep their series alive, or is it going to be a sweep? And it's going to be a sweep. The Nuggets take it 4-0. Carmelo Anthony ends up being MVP. And they take the game 111 to 86. Carmelo Anthony with 38 points, 16 rebounds, and 4 assists. And Anderson with 12 points. J.R. Smith with 11 and 10 assists, so double-double. 16 points for Collison, 15 for Paul George, and 15 for Granger. So the Denver Nuggets take the series 4-0 in Steph Curry's rookie season. So in Steph Curry's rookie season, he couldn't even make the 9th or 10th seed in the West. So it must have been 11th, might have been the 11th or the 12th seed in the rest. But anyway, if you are liking this content, don't forget to put a like on this video. As for all you new viewers out there, don't forget to subscribe, as I'm on that road to 1,100, man. As I appreciate every single one of you that do subscribe. Anyway, that's another video in the books, and that's NZ Blasian out, and we'll catch you in the next video. NZ Blasian out.